Alright.
TikToks and stuff?
Alright. You want to bring us in, Fran?
I'll make TikToks.
No, I did not.
You did last time.
On this?
Did I?
Yeah.
Somewhat. I don't know any of the talking points,
Okay.
so.
Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is Popcast, episode 4.
Shit,
This week we're going to touch on Twisted Metal.
What do you want?
What else we got?
No,
The
I'm
new
like
Ghost
trying to,
Recon
How do I
trailer.
sit? I'm trying
We
to-
also got the trilogy for Grand Theft Auto was just officially announced.
The 26-second teaser.
Yeah, so let's start off. First off, they got the Ghost Recon Frontline. It was announced. It's a free-to-play BR. It will also have modes including a 9v9 control. So it seems like they're trying to go for more of an objective-based BR versus the normal just kill everyone. It'll feature over 100 players. I think they said 102. It was, I guess, a number. Because they want to have teams of 3. They didn't say, quads or anything like that.
That's gonna be crap.
They said the main plot
No
you
quads.
capture... No, yeah.
Crap.
But the main plot, you capture 3 pieces of intel and extract at the chopper. But once you get to the chopper, everyone's alerted, kind of like in the Division, when you went to the Dark Zone.
Yeah.
But there's no shrinking gas circle, so I'm wondering if that'll kind
So
of...
it's just a PvE thing.
Yeah.
And it's trying to be
Yeah, I
like
don't
Tarkov.
know.
It's not like how it's similar to Tarkov then, right?
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
sounds
so it's
like.
like
Is that how
like-
Tarkov... I
Yeah, that's how
never play
Tarkov
that.
works. Tarkov doesn't push you to anything. Like you just kind of do your own thing and then exit. Like
There's
whenever
like
you feel
NPCs
ready.
you can attack and other players.
Well, for this, you need the intel. And I guess if you extract,
Yeah.
I guess you win the whole game. It
Well,
doesn't
no,
really
you don't
say.
win. You just get out. It's just
That's how
that
Tarkov
sounds
is.
exactly like Tarkov. Like
Really?
that-
when you
So what-
extract,
are
like the
you-
game still goes.
Are you gonna keep
Yeah.
your loot then? What you found in the
Yeah,
game?
like the whole goal of like say Tarkov, the whole goal is you go in there, you loot, you find things to like do, or if you have tasks to
and
do
then
or
you
whatever,
get out.
and then you get out. You
If
just
you
go find a
die,
place.
you lose all your loot.
Yeah,
So.
if you
But I'm saying like there's good loot you can find like and you're like, oh, I want to keep
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just like the Dark Zones, but like
But see,
that's a
in
different.
Ghost Recon, they didn't say anything about if you keep the loot
You
or
do.
how the
I'm
progression
sure that's
works.
how it's gonna be. If that seems to make the most sense. If you're gonna escape without looting, or like if there's, then what's the point of going in there?
I might
at
as well
all?
just go and try to kill everyone I can just for the fun.
Yeah, like that wouldn't even, that doesn't even sound like fun if you're not. What's the point? If you're gonna go in there without the goal of coming out with something, there's literally no point in playing.
Yeah, I can see that. My only thing is, without a shrinking gas circle...
Yeah, how are you gonna like get players to like a smaller circle?
Yeah, like, because then you
Well,
could just
that
sit
might
on the
be-
edge,
that's-
right?
see, that's the
but
thing.
You're
Or
looting though.
But if it comes down to a looting thing, like the hard areas are gonna have the best loot, so you're gonna draw players that way to that spot. That's where you're gonna end
so
up.
there
fighting.
has to be a reason to get people in certain areas.
Yeah, they're
And
gonna.
then you want to get in and
I
then
get
say,
that.
get this legendary gun. And,
Well,
I got
and I'm
this
sure
nice
there's
gun,
gonna
I
be
gotta get
challenge
out now.
areas too.
Yeah.
Where like, oh, go here, kill this many enemies, and everyone's gonna have that same daily, and then you gotta all meet there and fight the same people, or.
I mean, that makes sense, but I feel like you'll still have the little Timmies of the world that are like, oh, I'm just going to hide over here.
Yeah, I mean that's
And-
anything. Though.
You always got
Yeah.
your snipers no matter what game it is.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, there's nothing to push them. Like in Warzone, you're constantly running with that gas up your ass.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're playing to be the last guy alive. If it's a loot
that's your clear
game,
goal.
it doesn't really matter.
Well, they also said that they had 9v9 control, which is almost maybe like payload.
No,
Or
control.
something?
If you played control on Black Ops, it's
Is it
like
the same? I don't-
you have to capture objectives
It's
and you
a
have to stop
control
them from
point,
doing it.
right? Like you have. Yeah.
Or is
I
it
just
like
didn't know if it was
or would it be like
Overwatch?
Battlefield's Rush?
You play
where
Overwatch?
Yeah.
There's like 5 points. Like
No, I think
giant
I think they're going more for the Overwatch control then, because Overwatch you would fight to control the 1 point and it would slowly tick up to 100%, and like each team would get their own percentage. So like say you're controlling it, your team's percentage is going up. If you get kicked out, there it's like almost like King of the Hill, but
Yeah.
it's not like you're fighting like domination. How how there's only one team can have any kind of control at one time. This is like you can have a little bit of share of the control, and the other side can have their share, and it like goes back and forth.
Now,
You know
do
what I
you
mean?
think after you play the main BR and loot up, bring your better guns into control?
think that might be the goal
Probably the
there.
incentive. Yeah.
But then that means you'd have to also have like a ranking system where like the guns would scale with you, like and then you'd have the rarity system with.
Well,
like,
they had that in the
common
Division.
green- okay, so
So-
they might be using assets from the Division then, because it's all Tom Clancy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably using assets from the Division then.
Well, the other interesting thing is they came out with a game. Not yet. You saw the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched it. I forget what was it called.
Defiant or something. Tom Clancy.
Yeah, like X Defiant.
Yeah.
And what it was, they mashed all their games together. So you had factions from like the Division, from Ghost Recon,
Splinter
from
Cell.
Splinter Cell, and then it was like a it was like an Apex almost.
Yeah.
Where each person had different abilities, and it was like a
No, I feel like
multiplayer
I've seen
fighting
this.
game. It
I
was
feel like
just a
I've
couple
seen
months
this.
ago. But so they did that there where they combined assets from different, intellectual properties. So it'll be interesting to see. This might be the future of BR. I mean, it's different. They're trying to put their own spin on it, and who knows what takes off.
I think a lot of people are upset there because they wanted like a traditional Ghost Recon game and not a BR game. Because like you know what I mean. You know how the old Ghost Recons were like their single player missions.
Yeah.
Now it's like we're just gonna like take this IP and try to monetize it with a BR. And people are like Ghost Recon fans. They're upset with that.
I think
People
eventually
were mad about it.
I think these companies are gonna eventually run out of ideas with these multiplayer ideas they keep getting, and they're gonna realize player bases are just gonna keep leaving until they bring back some of the old style like single player experience, multiplayer experience, and they're separate.
Yeah.
And single player experience is by itself. You don't have to like
Yeah, but
pay into it.
if you're Ghost Recon, though, why don't you make a single player?
Because they don't want to. It's a cash grab. It looks like a cash grab.
But I'm saying, like, Call of
Duty
Duty still puts out a campaign. They still give you your basic multiplayer.
and I don't know where-
The thing is, they have like so much more money than Ubisoft,
And they have
and all these
3
teams. They have like 3 or 5
companies.
companies,
Yeah.
so they can do one company for each.
That's what I mean. So where does Ghost Recon even get off thinking they can compete with like giants? Because it seems like you're just gonna put out garbage in my mind. Like what you're explaining to me, it seems like it's already been done. It doesn't seem like it's that fun.
Well, my only thing is, it seems like a lot of people were mad about the fact, like the last Ghost Recon, Breakpoint.
Mhm.
I thought it was pretty terrible. I didn't enjoy it at all.
What was the one before that?
I didn't even know that was a game.
Wildlands.
I like that.
Wildlands was good.
I like that.
They tried to evolve it with Breakpoint, and they failed.
You know what
I didn't
sucked?
even know they
You know what
had
sucked with
Breakpoint in
Wildlands
that
though?
one.
Your friends can like everyone figured out ways like if your friends were in the game with a helicopter, you can just skip all the missions. And I didn't know this. So like my buddy was like, "Yeah, I'll
could
join
just
up on
fly
you."
from place to place.
You can literally go and pick up the objective, whatever you need to do, and then say it was in a compound, just drop in the middle, finish the mission, and everything would end, and like you get the XP. And I'm like, my friend did that. I was like, that sucked. Why did we do it that way? He was like, well, I thought you just wanted to get the mission done. I said, no. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, what am I playing
That's basically
for?
cheating in Warzone. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck did I just do that
I wanted to
for?
scout it out. Be
Yeah, I wanted to pick off the
Actually
enemies and
play
like
the
have
game.
fun. Like,
Yeah.
calling my drone.
oh, I don't care. I don't care about the XP at the end. I was like, let me fucking actually do the
I'm
mission.
glad I paid $60 just to be.
Dude, and he was like, I guess I'll just leave. He's like, yeah, get out, go play. If this is how you want to play, go play somewhere else.
But my only thing is, people were mad about that, and I get it. I thought Breakpoint was terrible, but now here they are. That was the second part to Wildlands. It was Wildlands and Breakpoint.
Was it the same game and like an expansion?
Kind
It
of.
was
It was a
another
different
open world
area.
game, like Wildlands.
Yeah,
but,
it was
like, a
very
different
similar.
story.
I didn't even know that as a game.
Yeah.
But here's the
I
thing.
missed
So
it.
people were mad about that. Now they try something different with Frontline, and people seem to be mad about this. And it's just like, if people are always mad about it, then they won't try nothing different.
What scares
I
me
feel like.
about their their like BR is, did you play their multiplayer like PvP in Wildlands?
A little bit.
I did. I only played co-op.
No, it was just like when we were talking about this last week. When you put like when Sony tries to throw a multiplayer into like Uncharted or something.
Or
It's like, no
Last
one
of
really
Us.
Yeah,
cares
the Last-
about it. Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of people really
Actually,
fucking like the Last of
yeah,
Us.
it wasn't too
It
bad.
I know
was
a lot of
better,
people
but
like
I'm just
that.
saying, it was
But
the same thing. It was
Yeah.
tacked on.
It's like imagine going and like, you know, like, what's the point of even doing it? Dump that time and energy you're dumping into the multiplayer back into the single player and flush that a little bit more.
Yeah,
Like,
because their multiplayer, their movement, it was not good.
Yeah.
And we saw that single player games are huge on PlayStation. They're driving the sales for PS4 and 5
I
still.
don't know why companies stopped doing it. Like, I miss like a really good
Because like
single-player
multiplayer
game.
games with microtransactions, they make the most money. Like
Yeah.
Dota, League of Legends, like they make a shit ton of
Well,
money.
not just that,
Dude,
but
those games have been around for like 20 years.
Yeah.
but in terms
Yeah,
of
they don't
lasting,
change much.
I think
That's the
League
thing,
of Legends
yeah.
is still like one of the
Did
most
they even
popular
got a new
games
map?
ever.
For League of Legends, they have like 2 maps. Like it's all they do is add more characters, and that's pretty much it.
Wait, have you played it before? I never played League of
No, I
Legends.
know what it looks like.
I know.
It's like
I know.
Dota. It's like the same
Yeah,
style.
I
game.
used to watch the big Dota tournaments. Nick got me into them.
all right. So
you
we
in
were
the
talking about
pocket.
BRs. We were talking about Frontline, and we were saying, can they make a dent into the BR world? BRs are big right now.
I just don't think they will, based on the feedback with that, and they're not really adding much more to the current BR market. With Halo, like you could do a Halo themed BR. It's already a big game like that, and I think they could definitely make a dent if they do it right. Like I was saying before with you, instead of having gas, They could have it on like a Halo ring that's breaking up, and they use all the Halo vehicles. They have like ODST drop pods instead of parachutes. Like they could do
They
that
could get
theme.
more creative. Yeah.
No, I
That's a good
see. I
point.
like that idea, except for the fact that Halo's guns are very basic.
Yeah.
And like, what do? You just pick up like, okay, I found my assault rifle and I
Well,
found my sniper.
like in
and that's
Halo
it.
5, they had attachments for some guns.
I think you'd have to bring
I think
back
they
the
definitely have to do that,
attachments,
like attachments.
That was gonna be my because they already have the vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Which
have
would be-
everything
but-
ready.
But the basic
Except for
guns,
the
they only
guns.
have a certain amount of guns. They would have to fix
Probably
that
add more,
part.
yeah.
Because you were saying you can it's Halo, so you can add whatever you want as a
Yeah.
gun and pass it off as a gun,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
'cause
is
it's
fine,
like a futuristic,
totally fine.
yeah.
But like, if they do that, they'd have to like almost add like, I'd say what, like 5 or 6 more guns
Yeah.
to start it off.
Yeah.
Or else
I
it's
feel
just
like
gonna
they
be
need
very basic.
attachments.
But I like their
Yeah, that's
movement.
what-
I
yeah.
couldn't like customize the
It
gun.
was in
Yeah,
right.
the
Halo 5,
attachments
like
would
I
have to
said,
be-
in their Warzone mode.
But,
they had
like-
attachments.
So
Yeah.
Oh, that might
They
be
have
good,
to
though.
do and like whatever BR comes out next, got to get away from like how Call of Duty did their loadouts. You got to get away from that. You got to go back to how the old BRs were. I think people are ready for that again.
Yeah.
Because like I like
Like
picking up the
H1,
gun. You pick up the
C1.
gun off the ground. You find your you find your attachments.
See,
like,
the thing
wherever
is,
in
though,
boxes and things like Apex. I mean,
You could also do different modes. Well, you can
They're
buy
not
your
going to.
loadout, or because
that'd be cool, but they won't do it
because
that way.
picking they
Whatever,
won't, but
whatever,
picking
or if
up
they
your
do that,
gun-
whatever one that people prefer is the only one people are gonna play.
Yeah.
It's like Plunder versus Warzone
Yeah.
right now. No one really plays
But
Plunder.
I think the only problem with the going back to where you pick up your gun and you build it, like, oh, I found a grip, I found a scope, I found this or that, is that it's a longer pace game because you
Yeah.
got to do the
Awesome.
looting aspect. Here, you're just looting to find your money, to get your 10K, to get your loadout, and then go out. And
Yeah,
much
but
the meta,
Verdansk is
yeah.
so big anyways, though, that you don't actually find those fights in the mid game. Like mid game's always pretty slow, and if it's not, you're probably dead. You know?
Or you're
Yeah.
hunting or pushing.
Yeah.
You're hunting. But the base, you're wasting like 5 minutes to get the money to get your loadout. To where if you got to build your gun, you're wasting a little more time. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
I need this scope. Or I need to find a good gun. You
I
need
see
to
what
find
you're
a
saying.
legendary gun.
I feel like
The orange.
I feel like
Yeah.
the only time that's worked the way you're describing it is Rebirth, or like the Alcatraz map, because it is nothing but like, oh, I gotta keep moving. I can't just stop and
Yeah.
get a loadout right now. I gotta keep fucking fighting people. But
Yeah,
like,
Verdansk is a little bit slower. I see what you mean.
yeah, I just think if you're gonna do the picking up guns and everything, it kind of has to be slow at the beginning. But
I'm
who
just
knows?
trying to remember how long it took a Blackout game to go.
Blackout was it was relatively quick. It was probably like 20 minutes. The map was a lot smaller. It wasn't nearly as big. And the first circle would shrink to like half of that, and then half of that, and then half of that. So like, it went pretty quick. I think there was only 5 circles, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I remember seeing circle 5, and it was like the mode I played, it was the circle would just keep closing from that point.
Well,
So,
speaking of the loadout versus non-loadout aspect you were talking about, like maybe do ground loot instead. I like how like with loadouts it's like less RNG because you're using the guns from your loadout. With the ground loot, you're like everyone's relying on random
Or
loot
whatever
to the
it is,
win.
yeah.
but I like...
And I hate the loadout aspect though because it's stale. It's a stale meta because everyone's like get your cash, get your
No.
loadout, and then try to win.
And
then,
everyone uses the
Yeah.
same meta
Pretty much the
guns,
same
but
guns.
it's a hard
I mean,
meta.
I like how we've kind of come together and like made 7 classes and say like, oh, pick number 1, 2, or 3.
Because we got
4.
tired of picking.
Yeah, because you get tired of using the same gun. And that's cool. That's what I was saying though. Like back when you played Blackout, or PUBG or any of those games, finding a sniper was a fucking accomplishment. That was
Yeah.
a hard thing to do. And then on this game, you could have a team of snipers at the end, all peering off of a cliff, looking at you. So like Warzone has always come down to who has the best position in that final circle, and you'll always win. If you're the guy at the bottom of the mountain on like PUBG or Blackout, you could have probably tried and maybe made a difference because say you had the best guns and you're looking up at them, they have crap looking
They
down
have
at you.
mediocre middle
Yeah.
More
pack
RNG.
guns.
Yeah,
Well, moving from one shooter to the next, the Battlefield 2042 beta was out. I know you tried it. I tried it. Did you guys?
I
play
didn't
it
get
at
a
all?
chance to try it, but after what you guys said, I'm not really.
I wasn't impressed.
I'm just
I had too many
biased.
people-
I've never been a Battlefield fan. It's just the maps are way too large, and you end up running for like 5 minutes just to
Yeah.
get sniped,
Well,
and then you do it again.
they fucked
just-
up and
yeah.
put Conquest out as their beta mode. nobody plays Conquest anymore. Like anytime in the past, like 3 Battlefields have come out, everyone's played Rush.
Yeah, I've only
Rush is
played
the only.
Rush.
It's the only good mode. I mean,
Rush
honestly.
is the 5 points, right?
Yeah, where you like get
no,
the two.
that's Conquest.
No,
Rush,
no. Rush is where you take over
Just
2
A and
spots,
B.
then the map moves back.
Yeah.
And then you take
And
over
then
2
move-
more,
you
and you
move
keep
more
going.
into
Yeah.
theirs.
What was
that
the
was a lot better.
What was the
yeah.
game mode on Battlefield 1 where you would take over? It was similar to Rush, and you take over points,
forget the
but
name
it was
of it.
like it was like they set it up like war, so you keep pushing them back and back and back.
I
and then
remember,
then we would
that
jump
was a
to
good
a second
time.
map,
Yeah.
like, and you had to win that map as well.
And it would
That
go to a
was
third.
Battlefront 2
if you
had
made
that
it that
mode
far.
too.
I
It
like
was
that.
Conquest or whatever they called it on Star
But
Wars.
it was
Battlefront.
we need
But
like
that took it to
put
the
that
next
as
level
142.
because there was 3
Yeah.
I would love to
maps,
do that on
yeah.
Battlefield 2042. Could
Yeah.
you imagine, like, whatever ship could float above them, like if they had like a flying deck ship or something? That'd be
Yeah.
sweet. I would
Like
do that stuff.
2142 had the old one.
Yeah, like,
was
dude,
kinda
So how
fun.
advanced is it?
So here's the thing. I played it. I
didn't
jumped
get to
back
play
in.
it, so-
It felt just like Battlefield 4. It felt like I was just going back in time.
There were some futuristic gadgets.
Some stuff, but it was just
it's
like
mostly modern.
it just felt like a
So
rehash.
so it's not what we are expecting in 2042.
No, and
No.
there was a ton of
Was it
bugs,
you
which
that-
I guess is
Was it
expected.
you that said that the game the build they put out? Oh no, sorry, excuse me. My buddy was telling me that the beta they put out is like a month-old build.
Yeah, it's an old.
yeah, and
So they're
it
not.
was rough.
I feel like they're doing it just to get mechanics down. Like, okay, let's see how these mechanics are working, how everything's going together. I don't think that they're putting out whatever their final product is going to be. That's
Yeah,
not
but-
how this is going to look.
Yeah, that's
in
So,
a
true.
month
but do
when it
you
comes
think
out.
though, because you guys hate the beta, it's hurting the game though?
No, I don't think beta
Possibly,
should.
maybe.
But here's a lot of people understand that a beta is not meant to be their final
No.
product. Like, it's not.
You're gonna have the bugs and stuff.
You know
but-
what they
but you're
should do
expecting-
is they should show what, like, if Battlefield really is worried about it fucking with their game, if people don't like it, show what they fixed, but like say like it could look like this, but it's gonna end up looking like this, and like maybe go through and show like what the beta accomplished, and trying to ease people's minds on whether or not it's gonna suck.
But usually the beta is never the greatest. Like we didn't
Never,
really
it's
like
never
the
good.
Halo beta.
The Vanguard beta was great.
we liked the concept. We liked the movement.
But see,
we,
that was
we
the
still
difference.
Enjoyed it.
That was the difference, though. In the Halo beta, the movement felt good. The combat felt good.
Yeah.
In Battlefield, it didn't.
Yeah, that's
It
what I'm
didn't
saying.
feel
So
good.
you're expecting like
Maybe that's why they
bugs
delayed
and
it a month.
glitches or
Polish it.
whatever.
I hope.
There has never been a Battlefield that has, I mean, maybe back in the day, but there's never been one in the past like 10, 15 years that's come out and been good right away. There's always something that needs to be fixed or polished or, worked on.
Yeah, and in
And
fact,
they usually do it. They come
with
good.
Battlefield
they come up
4
good on it.
and 2142, the old ones on PC, they were terrible. Like the first week,
Dude,
it
Battlefield
barely
4
even
was
worked.
a nightmare to play, and I remember
Yeah.
like going back to it later and going, they fixed everything. This feels really good.
Yeah,
so
it
maybe
worked,
this isn't
yeah.
a game I play right away.
I think they should have
Maybe
went
that's
like,
why they delayed the release.
You
yeah,
can do that. You can delay it a month. What is a month gonna do though? I hate
just
that they.
fix more bugs and that's about it.
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna
Performance
change the
issues.
whole
They're
thing.
not gonna like change up
There's
the
nothing
gameplay.
big they can
Yeah.
change. in
Like
a
with
month.
Halo for a year, I think they made some gameplay changes and everything.
Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
understand.
no, the
time.
gameplay felt good.
The Halo better come out and be perfect the way they've been acting. With
Well,
it.
after
Well,
delaying it for an extra
Like,
year,
Cyberpunk
I mean,
delayed it for how long? And it came
8
out
years.
fresh.
Well, despite the delay, they're
It was
still
in
not gonna
development
have
8 years.
campaign co-op for Halo
yeah,
because of the delay.
that and
mode,
Forge, yeah, they're
So-
still not
I
gonna
mean, I
have
can
it.
live without Forge, but like
Forge
the
sucks.
co-op campaign would have been.
I hate that. I hate
that
that.
should have been a day one.
Yeah, because everyone does.
Because
like,
you have the
co-op
campaign
for
in there,
campaign.
yeah.
I hate that. They copped out in with Forge instead of making maps and like actually putting something out there people want. They're like, oh, this fan made a map on Forge and it looks just like that map from Forge. Let's
Yeah.
put that out. It
Yeah.
fucking sucks. I don't want that. I want an
Well-
actual map.
Now, the other thing I wanted to touch on with Battlefield 2042 is recently EA changed the fact with the upgrade. So before you had to buy the gold edition, which I think was like 90 or $100.
Yeah.
But now if you have the standard edition, you automatically get the next gen upgrade with all the better graphics and all
Yeah.
that. And I'm wondering, why did they change that? Because they're all about their money at EA. Now all of a sudden they're like, you know what? No, if you bought the standard, you get the better version for free.
So wait, they were selling different versions, like
They always sell different versions, but what happened was if you buy the gold version for Xbox,
Yeah.
and then you get a Series X or PS4 and you get a PS5, you get an upgrade for free. But now they're saying if you just bought the base Battlefield 2042 for PS4, and then you buy a PS5, you get the upgrade for free now. And
Didn't
I'm
they do
wondering
that with
why did
Cold
they
War?
switch that over?
Didn't they do that with Cold War, where you had to buy the better version?
You had to pay $10 more
That's so dumb.
for the better system.
Every
yeah.
game's gonna be $70.
Eventually.
You know what?
Eventually,
you know what
yeah,
though?
you're right.
If you play on PC, they
Yeah.
that.
Then it's cheaper. Then you have the
It's still
$50 one.
It's still 60, but it's not 70 later.
Matt, before
So-
you started playing PC, games on PC used to be $50 like 10 years ago, while consoles were 60.
Yeah, when
yeah.
Xbox
So every time
360 bumped it
Xbox
up.
goes up $10, then eventually you'll come up
Yeah.
$10, but you'll.
But it'll be another
It
10
always be
years.
like $10 cheaper. Yeah.
It'll be like another 10 years.
That's right.
But the
Oh, yeah.
question was, do you think
That's
they
down
did
$10,
this?
not, you know what I mean?
I think
That's-
they did it just for like PR. Obviously, it's a good like pro consumer. move.
Well, I'm wondering
Hey, we
if
fucked
it's
up
'cause
and we
of the-
delayed our
Yeah.
game a month. Here's
It's
a
so
free
greedy,
upgrade.
Don't get me wrong. but
Hey, cool, it's a
was
console I still can't buy.
So wait. So if I paid the extra money for the gold, what do I get better now?
Whatever came with it. The upgrade's
They're not
free
upgrading
regardless.
me to something
You get
better?
the upgrade, but you were getting it either way.
I still don't know what I got for an extra $10 on the new one. Still have no
I
fucking
thought you
idea.
got a character.
But
I
there
got
was
a
a better
dog
package
eventually.
available, and
But
then
there's
you
like
wanted it.
other thing. I was so
After
drunk.
Bar Bingo, he was like, yes.
See, that's
I came home drunk. I was like, I won bingo. I'm buying this game. Oh, $50 versus what's fucking $10?
See, man, I used to do that all the time. Like, I'd always buy like the limited editions or season passes because I'm like, yeah, I could afford it, and then I never use that content, and I'm like, I'm just wasting
Well,
my
I'm
money.
still not. I still can't. I went and looked up the pack, and I was like, okay, cool. And I went and like looked up, in the game.
Yeah.
If it's there. It's not there.
I think Call of Duty is the only extra money I've ever spent on
Yeah.
a game that's been worth it.
Recently.
I just spent
I'm saying
$40
even
on that
back in the
fucking
day,
game
'cause
this
it's
week.
the only game I've actually literally
I-
played
For
religiously.
what?
I bought the
How
Battle
much- how
Pass and
much
like
time
I
you
got
put
I
into
wanted
the game?
extra
You spend a
COD points.
lot
I was
of
like,
money,
yeah,
but
I'll
obviously it's
buy the
gotta be
$40
good.
Yeah,
one.
I've got my money.
Boy, it
out
wasn't
of
worth
it.
it.
And there's other games that, like you said, I can afford it, and I paid for it, and I've never
And
even
it's
like.
probably still cheaper than a bar too. Like,
Yeah.
So you
Bar
still save
tab.
money here.
And, you know, that's how I buy COD points now. Sometimes it's like
I didn't go to
well,
the bar.
I would have spent. I probably would have spent $20 on beer tonight. I'll just get it here.
I just throw my money on the
I
video
just
game.
reimburse
Work has
myself
like
in
100
Call of
bucks a
Duty.
night.
Matt, it's a
I don't
terrible
buy
thing
people
though
shots,
because it's
so I don't
like,
drink
well, I
shots.
can support these bartenders,
you-
or I
Yeah,
can support
yeah.
the billion-dollar corporation. Let me support the billion-dollar corporation.
listen, those
Who is
bartenders.
also eventually supporting the
Hold on.
bartender.
Yeah.
I have spent so much money at my local watering hole. Those bartenders I could probably put their kids through college. I don't.
Been there, done
Well,
that.
bringing it back to PC
Let's
gaming,
scale it back.
since some people here think it's superior, according to the COO of Capcom, they are mainly focusing on PC software moving forward. They believe PC is the next big thing after mobile gaming.
PC is going to be the only thing in the future.
You think that's going to be it? You don't think people
I-
want to sit on their couch and play?
I kept telling you,
Like,
Xbox
you
is
can
still
sit
going.
on your couch and play.
Xbox
He
wants
told
to turn into.
But you have to have
store.
a giant. You have to have
Well,
a PC sit.
I
You
think with
can also-
Xbox, they're gonna have like subscription-based gaming instead of like a dedicated console. I
That's
think
what I
that's
said.
what they're
They're-
trying to.
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
They said
they're
this
going
is probably the last
streaming.
console
Yeah.
And
Xbox is
you
putting
just
out.
stream it through your PC.
Yeah,
Well, then
or like
should-
a smart TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you can
Well,
turn
yeah, in
your
the
TV
future.
into a computer basically now.
Well, then should Capcom move more towards like a streaming games?
I think it's every developer, publisher, or whoever right now is probably going to end up turning into just a store or being a part of a bigger store that'll be on the PC. So like the
so it's just going to be monopolies.
I think
of
Windows
stores.
want
PC is going to be your
Windows-
console. And then you're gonna, like he said, you're gonna either buy Microsoft Store.
You know
and
what I-
stream
you know
their
what I think
games,
might
or
happen?
Maybe it's monthly subscriptions. Who knows? In 10 years, what it will
if
be.
if it's
Like
more
Netflix.
beneficial
Yeah.
for Xbox, I feel like Xbox might start putting out pre-builds for pre-built PCs. I could see them doing that.
Yeah, I can see them. And like the thing is, like consoles are becoming more and more like PCs these days.
Yeah, like isn't there an NVIDIA graphics card in the
Yeah,
Series
like they
X?
had the same architecture as PCs now. Before it was like all proprietary and stuff. It's like on the same.
Yeah, like the
architecture.
360 and
That's
stuff.
why
was
it's
like
easier to migrate games between PC and console and vice versa. Like Xbox is doing it now. Sony's putting their games on PC. It's a lot easier for them.
Well, Sony, I think, was different. I don't think they wanted to
Yeah.
because they drive the sales of the system.
I think they're forced to now.
Because they have, because they're
Because
not.
there's so
they
many
can't-
gamers on
Well,
PC.
and they can't get their consoles out anymore.
Yeah.
Like, no, you still can't find a PlayStation 5. It's going to
This
be a
doesn't
year
make
next month.
sense.
It's going to be a full year of it being sold
COVID.
out.
Well,
I mean,
it's a year next
Everyone's
month.
What is it?
playing
There's
it.
a-
Next month is a
Isn't
year
it-
since
yeah.
it came out.
Isn't it
so.
the dies in the graphics, like the graphics cards
The
can't find
chips,
it?
like the chip shortage.
You need the dies in that chip or
Yeah,
something. They
yeah.
can't find the correct thing. Like there's a shortage in just that. That's why
Yeah,
everything
one
else
It's
is
thing.
screwing the PC graphics card market and consoles too.
I think it's screwing console more than anything because consoles like I feel like this is their last push to try to keep people on their platforms, and you can't now. You know,
Yeah.
like you have
You
to
can get. It's a lot easier to get a PC than a PS5 or Series X right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
right
has
now,
been for the last
if
year.
you think about it, after this
Minus the new
console,
graphics card.
in what,
You
like
can still buy
7-8
pre-built,
years,
though.
if they go
Yeah.
to make a new one, do you think anyone's going to care to buy one in 7-8 years?
I mean, the only reason
They
I want to
said
buy
that last time though. And people are buying them left and right. You
Yeah, but
can't
I
get
think
'em.
it's worse now. I think PC
I
is
don't
now
think-
becoming more superior than the console.
I think the amount of consoles sold still doesn't even come close to the amount that was sold at launch for the
Well, they already
PS4.
said PS5 passed PS4. Already.
Did they
Yeah.
at launch or like total consoles?
Well,
sold?
in the first year.
Who the
of
fuck is
sales.
buying them?
How do you
I
even
don't-
find one?
Yeah.
I guess it's all the bots. I don't know, but they did like on the last generation, PS4, Xbox One. They were like, nobody's gonna want a console next generation. This is gonna be it.
Dude,
But then here we
there-
are,
there
and they're
gotta be
sold
a-
out
there
everywhere.
But
gotta
I
be
think
a
in,
number
like 8 to
of-
10 years. I'm
like,
thinking
there gotta be a
PC's
percentage.
gotta be taking
That's
over.
what they said last time. I mean, maybe, but
I see PC taking over already in my circle.
you mean these two?
Yeah.
See, so like there has to be a certain percentage of those PS5s that are still sitting on someone's fucking shelf.
They're sitting on eBay
Wait,
for
did you-
$1,300
did you
if
hear
you
what-
want to buy
Wait,
it.
no, did you hear what they're doing? Like, so I guess Walmart, someone like my friend's mom got, so she goes on Walmart, she's looking up a PS5, she's trying to buy it, and Walmart puts third-party stores through their website,
Which is just shit anyway.
Like
Yeah,
how Amazon
which is how they
does.
they pump up
But
their
they don't
prices.
vet them.
No, exactly.
Amazon
So-
vets them. Walmart doesn't vet
Well,
them.
Amazon
Wait, no,
also
what?
covers the sale.
Chris?
So if you buy something and you get screwed, Amazon will
It's not that they're
reimburse you.
not. It's not that people are getting screwed on the product. The product is a PS5, and they're selling that PS5. They're selling that PS5 at $900 though. So when someone goes on Walmart's website, sees the PlayStation's on there for $900, especially like someone who doesn't understand how third-party sales work.
Yeah.
So like my friend's mom who didn't understand that system, so she went on there and seen, oh, they're $900, bought it. It's like, well, you just bought
$400
$400 more than
yeah.
what it's actually worth.
Yeah.
She didn't know.
No, she didn't know. She was just like, I thought that's what the price was because
Yeah.
that's what was on Walmart.
Yeah.
So,
So she got
how
took.
fucked up is it that Walmart is now?
You think her
Sa-
kid
they're
told
not-
her
they-
it was only
He
$500?
didn't. She didn't.
It was a
like a
surprise. I
Yeah, it
guess.
was supposed to be a secret.
Secret.
So not only now is Walmart not stopping these buying bots from taking all the consoles as soon as they put them out, they're then letting them resell through their fucking website. And just making it horrible, making it impossible to do this. And now we got another holiday season coming up, and it's going to be another wave of people just buying the fuck out of these PlayStations. And they're going to jump back up to like $1,100, $1,200. And you know, there's some fucking nerd, sorry for my language, because this fires me up, but there's going to be some little nerd who bought 12 last Christmas
Yeah, we don't
through a buying
censor
bot,
it.
and he's like sitting like, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to sell all these this Christmas.
What do you mean 12? They literally said that last year.
Did you see the one dude that got robbed? He put on Twitter,
Yeah,
he
I
goes, look
saw
at me,
it,
I
yeah.
bought all these. He goes,
And they went
I just got
robbed them.
fucking robbed.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you should have. Because
Yeah.
you're trying to sell these to children, dude. You're the Grinch.
You're trying to rob my kid's money. Now I'm taking
Exactly.
I'm taking your stuff.
Well, speaking of that, so here's the other thing. So now they said that Apple. Now these are old figures.
Why you be hating on my Apple product?
No, I'm saying good things. Apple
okay.
made more money on games in 2019 than Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, and Activision combined.
It's
Is that
because the
because
mobile market's insanely
Uh-huh.
made it profitable.
You know
But here's
why?
the thing. This
Because
is
my-
before the
Because
pandemic, though.
everything's like, oh, $2-3. It's like, yeah, like you said, oh, I can
Yeah.
afford it.
There's I'll point out a couple games on my phone that I was very addicted to them. I was like, these are great. I hate the ads. Here's $2. Go, do you take the ads away? I've done it multiple times. Where I
But
just
my
spend
thing
$2
is-
to
And
skip
then,
it.
and then you pay like $2 because it's like, oh, I don't want to wait a week for this upgrade.
Oh, see, I never
$2.
got stuck in the Farmville traps and shit like that.
Like
You know what I'm
like
talking
Clash
about?
of Clans.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never got caught in this.
What?
I've never got
Oh,
caught in
okay.
this.
for convenience,
Because
basically.
I
Yeah.
knew that was why. That's why I didn't want it, because I knew I'd get addicted to the point where it's like I'm not waiting 48 hours. I'm buying the stupid ass coin that's specific to this game that's gonna jump me ahead. I knew that was gonna happen. I asked my mom. She played Farmville to the point where she was spending money, and she goes, "I gotta stop." It's like you have to stop when you spend money. You gotta stop playing those
You
games.
look at it, it's like, oh, now
Like
I'll just put
Warzone.
$20. It'll last me a week.
Trust me, but at least Warzone is in 2K and it plays at 120 frames, and I can sit it down and
Did
enjoy
they
it.
say
You
if
know.
the profits include ad
They
revenue?
didn't say that.
Okay.
But my question was, so that was in 2019. We obviously had the pandemic in 2020 where more people were at home.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe it shifted more back to PC and console? versus
If people are sitting
mobile.
at home, yeah, as opposed to like being out.
Yeah,
I
because think how many
so.
people are working from home even this year
Yeah.
versus 2019.
Well, when did
2019 was completely different.
When did your brother get his PC?
I built
This
it
year.
for him this year.
It was this year, but did he get the idea by like being at home a bunch?
Yeah, he was at home. He's like
Yeah.
on board. And
That's
I didn't know
how-
what to do.
That's how
and,
my brother-in-law
What's
was,
he
and
play?
that's why he bought his PC because he got
Nothing with
got the
us.
home and stuff.
He
He
like
played with
once,
us once.
He plays like Call of Duty and Madden like once in a blue moon.
Yeah, he played with us once on
So he built a
Warzone.
He's
PC
way-
for no
He
reason.
way
couldn't
too
get a
fucking
console, and so he's
Way
like,
too
"Can you
cool.
build me a PC?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I was able to find a graphics
But
card
see,
somehow.
You don't smoke.
You were able to get
What's
the
in
PC
his?
a lot
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
It's a
I drink
5700
enough.
XT AMD.
Okay, wow, that's
It's equivalent to yours.
Yeah, I was
2070.
gonna say. Well, no, I think that's the super. That one's equivalent to the super.
Yeah.
I don't have a super.
Bunch of
Okay.
random things being said.
Now listen, Apple also banned Fortnite and some other
Good.
apps.
Is that
Well,
So
no,
will that
on-
hurt?
Good for Fortnite. No, good for Fortnite for what they did. You know why they did it, right?
Yeah, we understand, but I'm saying, do you think that would change their profits now if they start
No.
banning these companies?
No, because they were taking how much was the percent they were taking off Fortnite?
I forget exactly.
They were taking a
It
lot of
was a
money
lot,
from Fortnite.
yeah.
But here's the thing.
But Apple's
you
not
still have,
losing on Fortnite.
but you
that
still
much.
have Candy Crush on there.
Yeah, that's
That's where you still have
Apple's killing
the
it.
king of the mobile games, which is like Candy Crush and what's the other one? I can't think. Like Bejeweled is still on there, and super popular. Bejeweled Blitz, people spending money on that.
Clash of Clans is still
Classic
popular
Clans, yeah.
because
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
all those
tournaments
games.
now on YouTube.
That's,
Yeah.
do you think
Yeah.
Apple probably said, "Okay, Fortnite, bye"?
No, I'm
Get
not saying
your
that,
shoe,
they,
you
that they
know,
were
but-
hurt by it. I'm just saying that when they banned stores and games like that, would it change these profits any?
Yeah,
Would it make a
little bit.
dent?
It's gonna make a little bit of a
Well,
dent, but they're not making money off.
I
because
understand-
Most people are playing Fortnite anyways on PC or console. It's free.
I understand
Who's gonna
both
wanna
sides of
play
this
on their
argument.
phone?
Yeah.
That's what I said. Since, especially with the pandemic, like you were a big
Wait,
person
wait.
to play Call of
You
Duty
gotta-
Mobile.
wait,
Are you
listen.
going to take that over Warzone?
You don't
on
understand
4K?
that. Well, hear me out. So I got an iPad and I have a data plan. I was going down to vacation. I downloaded Call of Duty Mobile, and your controller, you can Bluetooth
Yeah.
connect your controller.
It's great.
So I
That's
was
what he
playing
did,
on a
yeah.
13-inch screen while I was on the road, and that is a mobile game. And if I were to spend money, I understand like that.
But you're not going to
Mobile
spend
games are-
money on that Call of Duty.
No,
you
probably
just
not.
did it because
But you're
of
not
the
going on
trip.
vacation
Yeah.
every week.
No,
yeah,
no.
So.
But what I'm saying is like I could understand if say like a kid, if I had a kid and they wanted to play
Yeah.
a video game, I wouldn't let them play probably on my computer. I'd give them the iPad with the controller. And they're like,
Like
oh,
you
wow,
do
you
with
get really into
Tina.
it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like-
but they're never going to. You're not spending money though, and the game's free.
But I'm saying
Yeah.
if
So they're not
my
making-
kid's primary use is out of that iPad and he wants to buy the Battle Pass or something, I might spend the money to
you
keep
might,
it.
but they're not really getting that much money out of that
And you
kid.
got to think about how many people have iPads in this world. Like there might be
Yeah.
like 500
There's a lot more
million
my
iPads.
godson had an iPad before I did.
Hey,
I'm saying.
there's a lot more
My-
iPads and
oh.
PS5s out
Dude,
there.
my nephew's my one nephew plays
It's been going
Roblox
for
like it's
years.
his actual job. Like he's like, Mom, I gotta get on there. I gotta go to the pizza shop, make pizzas. I'm like,
That's this guy right here. I gotta go farm trees or some
Oh,
shit.
wait a
dude,
second,
1
that's
week of
you.
New World.
That's you. We have to be
Hold on.
home by 8 o'clock. Have to be home by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but I'm
I
not-
got somewhere
that's
to
to
be.
play with these guys.
I have people waiting on me.
Yeah, I got people waiting, not trees to fucking chop down.
hold on, I'm scaling my logging right now. Will you relax? Like I'm talking about like my nephews, how completely obsessed with Roblox they are, and like they're going up to my sister's going, oh, can you get us these Robux? And like we need to buy this for our character, and then you see it's like this 2D chain. I'm like, why are we playing this PS2 game right now? What is happening?
I can't say
you seen Roblox?
because I spent a
Yeah.
lot on Warzone.
It's
So.
so
Literally
bad.
blocks.
It's literally.
Oh, did you see
it's-
this new
it's
package?
bad.
New
Did you
bundles.
see this new bundle?
I think PS2 looks better. Like I remember playing San Andreas. I'd rather play that again over
Oh, well,
Roblox.
speaking of San Andreas, this week, after numerous leaks,
Dumb.
Rockstar finally officially announced what do they even call it? The GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition.
My question is, are they actually like remaking the games? Because GTA 1 and 2 were top down. I hated
It's a
that.
convoluted answer. so
it's
here's
just three-
what you got.
It's just 3 Vice City and San
Oh, I
Andreas.
thought it was the
Yeah.
first two. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's the 3D
Okay.
ones, but here's
Can't
the
wait
thing.
to
They
play
said
these PS2 games again.
they all feature
Can't wait to
updates
play- I
across the
can't wait. I
board
actually can't wait.
that include graphics and gameplay updates.
Yes, the problem
But it's
is
not
the,
full
The
graphics.
problem is these games are also going to be on mobile too. So they are they going to
Oh, it's not a
downgrade
full.
it?
It's not a
Yeah,
full up-res.
They're gonna. It's gonna
It's
be on
not.
mobile
It's
as well.
not. It's not a Capcom Resident Evil 2 to 3 or
No,
whatever remake.
no. Yeah.
But they did say that there's a lot of graphical enhancements, gameplay enhancements, and they said they will maintain the classic look and feel.
How about you make me
Piss off.
GTA?
I don't want
6?
that. I don't
It
want
might
that.
still be
They
blocky.
did
I don't
that.
know.
No,
We
but I'm
didn't-
It's a
saying
lot
they
easier
did
to
that
remake
already.
these old
Yeah.
games than the
Hold on.
Make me
No, no.
GTA 6.
They're
and
working
put
on GTA 6. The reason they're
They've been
doing
working on GTA 6.
for like 2 years. The reason they're doing this is because it's like the 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto.
It's dumb.
Well, that's why they want to do it because you bring them back
Well,
around.
apparently on PC.
Look, it's already on there. It's already on mobile.
Yeah, it's already on mobile.
Because I bought this.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other day.
These are all
Look,
going
here
to
comes
They
the
said,
bundle.
listen, they said they're taking all these down, and then you have to buy these ones.
Look, your trilogy's right here.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
they're-
I have it too. I know what you're saying.
You can literally
But
buy
that's
the,
not
you
the
can buy the
enhanced one.
complete
That's what
trilogy
they're
right
doing
now.
on PC as well. They're taking down the old versions, so they force you to
so
buy
you-
the
Wait,
new
wait,
one.
I already bought the third one. I already bought GTA 3. I can
Yeah,
tell you right now.
I bought all three of them. I agree.
They're just taking down.
But these are enhanced. I don't know how much because they didn't show the new stuff.
Here's
Download it,
here's
yeah.
my
And let them
opinion.
connect to the
Here's
Wi-Fi.
my
Oh, no, I have
opinion
unlimited data. We're good.
on these remakes, right? Like they remade Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It was the same as what it was when I played as a kid, and I loved
COD
it.
4. you mean.
Yeah, it was the original Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
Yeah, COD 4. Yeah.
It's a great game.
But it was
Favorite of all
amazing.
time.
I loved it as a kid, and I had memories of it. But the thing is, they remade it. It's not the same as what the other Call of Duties were after it, because they were more advanced. There was more things. Yes, it brought me back memories and stuff.
So you mean to tell me you played Infinite over that?
No. But I'm saying like the
Infinite
Black
was-
Ops
was
2.
not good.
I'm saying the Black Ops 2, the Black Ops 3, and all that. Like as the games went on, they just increased how they got better. And yeah, you remade me a game when I was 10.
Yeah, but you know what I liked it for?
But it wasn't the same as what it was then.
How fun was Search and Destroy though? That was like prime Search and Destroy
Yeah.
for me. Was COD 4. So like, how fun was going back to that? Like, I
It
loved
was fun, but it didn't hold a replay value for.
You
what
know,
it was.
I didn't want to re-rank up to 10th prestige, but I did have so much fucking fun playing it a second time. Like I was really.
But see, that's the
menu
thing.
sounds, all that.
With
brought me
this,
back.
this might bring people back that were like, "Hey, I played Grand Theft Auto 3 on PS2 and I loved it. I'd love to go back
Are
and
we
play
gonna get
through
it?
it again."
Am I gonna
It's
get
a
this on
money
PC? Are we gonna get achievements?
It's on PC. It got achievements.
Well, apparently,
and it's coming to mobile
on
next
PC,
year.
it's not going to be on the Epic Game Store or Steam. They're trying to force you to use their own shitty client.
How
The
much do I
Rockstar
gotta pay
game
for
client.
this? How much do I gotta pay for this?
Another
It should be
client I
free.
gotta
They don't have a price yet.
Another
Then
one
they
to pop
also
up when I,
they also
open my
didn't say if
desktop.
it's all
Yeah.
three together or each one separate
It's
like it
gonna be
is on
together.
mobile.
It's
It might be.
So it's just gonna
it
be a
bundles
money
together.
grab.
What?
It's a money.
It's a
grab.
cash grab. I mean, no, and it's a you know
Somewhat,
what it is?
but here's
you
the
know,
thing.
You know what it is? It's for suckers like him who buy the Super Nintendo.
No, I'm not
Mini.
buying that one.
It's the same thing. It's
Listen,
the same thing.
SNES was the best thing. they
You're
ever
gonna buy.
had.
You're gonna buy the GTA bundle.
No,
I'll
no,
probably buy it
no.
too.
Listen,
I might
listen.
want to play Soundtrack.
Unless it has
Yeah,
significant
but
upgrades, I'm
when
not
I played on
buying.
my
I have it on
PlayStation 2
phone.
back in the
I
day.
just don't
Ask
think
him
they
why
will.
he's not buying
'cause
it.
What?
it's just-
I said the
got
reason you're not buying it now is because you've already paid 3 different times for the same exact game.
Yeah.
No, I bought it
I
on,
bought
on
GTA 3 times.
iPad.
3 times.
No,
yeah.
I bought the bundle for like $10 on iPad. It gets all three
Okay,
of
and
them.
how many times have you bought the other ones?
Just once. I bought them when they came out, and I bought them on the iPad. That's
I
it.
thought you bought them on the different systems too.
No, that's GTA 5. I only bought twice.
How many
Oh,
times have you
okay.
bought Skyrim?
None.
You never played Skyrim?
Never played it.
Oh, how many times?
I
have you
missed
bought
it.
Twice.
See, that's me
too.
with GTA 5.
I bought it for
twice.
I bought it for the 360, but then I bought it on Steam
Oh,
for only $7.
I bought a Resident Evil 4 5 times though. Yeah, that's how many times.
What?
Yeah, GameCube.
It's good, but it ain't that
GameCube,
good. God
PS2,
damn.
Xbox 360, and then Oh no, 4 times. So
Oh,
PC.
I had to buy COD 4 3 times because.
What?
Wait, hear me out. Remember that was back in the
And
day.
you guys make fun of me for
No,
buying a
you
game
gotta
twice?
understand.
Because
You
he
gotta
broke the
understand.
game. He got this ring of death.
You get the rings on the disc. My dog
yeah.
came in and kept
yeah.
knocking my console over.
I remember that.
Yeah, so you remember it would like
Not him, though. He bought
it would
it 4
either not
times
work at all
instead.
or it would work and like 2 maps wouldn't work. So
Dan's like, I got money to burn,
And
baby.
it's funny because I'm gonna buy the remake because the remake.
Yeah,
of
it's
Resident
coming
Evil
out
4.
again,
I'm buying
yeah.
that again.
So we're gonna do
You
a
can't make
playthrough.
fun of anybody. You do the
I
same
didn't make
thing.
fun of him. I'm just saying he bought way more than I did. I bought GTA
And,
twice.
well, we're gonna have a playthrough of Resident Evil 4 when it comes out.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
And
buying
he's
it
gonna
anyway
buy
for
it the fifth-
Xbox.
No, he's gonna buy it for the 5th time.
Six.
Hey, I'll put that over his head when we're playing. He'll say 5th time. Well, bringing it to Steam, since you mentioned it,
Never played it
the
once.
Steam Deck's going to be coming out. How much is the Steam Deck? You pre-ordered one.
Maybe if I've seen
The
it.
cheapest
I
one's
have no
400. The
idea what
most
it looks like.
expensive
I'm not a big
is
fan of
629.
Resident
I got the most expensive one because it has the anti screen glare. With
So
it.
you paid 6 some, but the cheapest one's 4.
400. Yeah.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because the Switch OLED
Just came
was
out.
released this week.
It's $350.
Yeah, it's $350, but all you're getting is a Switch with a little bit bigger screen. You're getting 64 gigabytes of storage, a built-in LAN port, and a new flappy kickstand.
There's no increased performance at all. Games
None.
still run the same amount.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, is that why?
It's
Is that
not worth
even
upgrading, but if you've never bought one,
If you've
it's
never
worth
had
it.
one, yes, it's worth the upgrade. But if you
Is
currently
it
have it,
though?
it's not.
For an extra $50 bucks?
Yeah, you got double the
1000%.
storage. That alone is.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you get double. Yeah, you get double the storage, which covers the 50. Then you're getting an OLED screen, which is going to look much fucking
and the screen's
better.
a little bigger. Too.
And it's a little
Yeah.
bit bigger.
But
Yeah,
it can also have
you,
burn-in, they said.
Yeah.
Wow, it's an OLED.
They said OLEDs can suffer from
Right,
burn-in.
it's 2021.
No, the
they still
fuck.
have
Wait,
this
hold on a
problem?
second.
That's
Since
what
when-
they said on their
So you mean to tell me that they're selling
Their
selling
spokesperson.
OLED TVs that are what cost $2,000 right now? They're
Yeah.
selling $2,000 OLEDs, and they have burn-in.
They can.
It won't
I'm not saying you're
It
going to
takes
get it.
hours.
I can't imagine
Yeah,
it's like a plasma.
but think if you're
Plasma's
playing a
burn-in
game-
instantly, like you,
Yeah, no.
But if you're playing a game like Red Dead Redemption, where you got the graphics,
Where I'm
or
staring at
anything
the
with a
snow
HUD,
for 5
no,
hours.
not
to
even
get out
that.
of it.
But like your HUD, where it shows like your health and stuff, that could be on the screen for hours at a time. I don't know. They're saying it has an auto dimming feature to prevent burn-in and an auto sleep feature.
No, they better give me a
But they said
warranty
it's
if it
still
does burn.
possible.
Wait,
to
isn't
burn
your
in.
phone an OLED? Don't you have an OLED? I have an OLED screen, right? No, is it the new iPhones?
So
Does
I can
does
get
the
a burning
12 have
aspect.
12? I thought the
I don't
12
know if
have
yours
OLEDs.
can. Maybe they have new technology.
I don't know. I
But
got a 13. I
Nintendo-
didn't even know if it had an
Nintendo did admit it was possible, and they said that's why they have the auto
How
dimming
insane
and
is
auto
that?
sleep
Man?
feature.
Well, regardless, if you haven't bought a Switch yet, which I don't know who the fuck has it, who wants one.
But it's
But
worth it if you haven't
bought
bought one.
If you have not bought it, that is 100% worth it. If you have bought already and you can get a deal on
And go to
selling
the
your
Steam
current
Deck.
one, maybe worth it. But
Otherwise, I think the Steam Deck's worth it, even if you get the cheap one.
Mario game
For $50 more, you can get a Steam Deck.
You can add on an
It's a
SD
computer.
card to expand the
wait, so you
capacity
can
of it,
play
too.
Steam games from that?
and non-Steam games.
It's
So
a
you're telling
computer.
me-
Or you can
You
play
get-
Warzone on it if you
Wait,
want.
Yeah.
you're telling me I could play New World on my Steam
Yeah.
now?
Mobile.
I gotta get
You
it.
can play
Whoa.
New World Mobile.
Could you imagine if I
You
had
signed
that?
up today.
You're never coming out of the bathroom.
You could reserve it now, but it's a waiting list. You won't get it until like Q3 2022 now.
Yeah.
Matt's like,
People.
hey, they're like, Matt, come on out, come to the ocean. No, I gotta finish cutting down these trees.
No, he can take you to the ocean.
No.
You don't want to get sand in
fair,
that. For
yeah.
$400, you know about
Hey, listen to
Nick's
me.
old N64. You don't want to
To
get
be
sand
fair,
in that.
I fucking hate the beach, so I probably wouldn't walk down there regardless.
Do you have a hot
I'm the
spot?
guy on the deck with the beer going. You enjoy yourself.
As he's playing, yeah. He's like, I'm on the beach
No,
in
no.
New
Hold
World.
on. If I'm at a beach, I'm drinking. Let's be real. I'm
You're drinking, chopping down trees.
No, I don't bring
Yeah.
any of that shit with me because I'm staring at the beach. I'll stare at the
You
ocean.
just said you played down Call of Duty.
Oh, no, that was on the way in the
car
car.
ride.
I'm not playing. I'm not gonna sit on Call of Duty at the beach. Is that what you fucking idiots thought? No fucking way. No, I don't sit at the beach and play Call of Duty. You guys are fucking
Look, Dan's like, yeah, we thought that.
Yeah,
When everyone-
kinda
No, I meant on the way down there when I have a 10-hour car ride. I'm in the back seat.
Well, when everyone's on the beach and you don't want to go there,
And you want to chop
No,
down
I
trees.
sit on the deck or I
in
sit
New
in the
World.
pool, but I'm not playing video games at the beach.
He's in the pool with his New World.
How the fuck did this happen?
Hey, you can bring it in the pool with you, bro.
I never said I'd take it down there. I never once said I
Alright,
took
we
it
cut
with me.
this
Hey,
out.
Walter, this is your fault. All right, and the last topic.
I'm not
Marvel
ready.
Avengers was not well received. People hated it. Your brother Brian hated it. I didn't like it.
Everything.
I
sold
played
it back within a week.
I played
Listen.
it for 2 days and ran through the story and said this game was ass. Black Widow's the best character.
It
That
was.
shouldn't be out
Okay,
there.
so it
She's
came to...
honest.
Okay.
Controls the best.
That's not a hard one anyway. So it came to Game Pass, and Square Enix just recently added XP Boost,
Square Enix.
the
Good
company that makes it.
developer.
So the
Yeah.
problem is, when the game first came out, they said the only microtransactions would be for cosmetic items, like how Call of Duty says. I don't know if it's true. But what happened was, several months ago, they nerfed the XP. So, like, when you play the game, you get so much, rank up, level up. They nerfed that, and now all of a sudden, it comes to Game Pass, and they're like, hey, you want an XP boost? Just pay us some money. You can buy it in the store. Like, so is it kind of like pay to win now? A lot of people are really mad about this.
For
Okay.
an XP boost?
If they didn't nerf the XP, well, I
To
feel
rank
like
up.
are they doing it so people can rank up and get closer to their friends? So like they can all play
They
together.
didn't really say, but it's just odd because they just nerfed the XP boost months ago.
Didn't World of Warcraft do the same thing?
Did they?
They didn't have a thing where you can like pay to like level faster, but like if your friend recruits you, if you've never played the game, you'll both level faster.
Wait, no, I was talking to my buddy about it yesterday. He was saying that like you can buy booster packs.
Oh, did they?
You can buy booster packs for your character in WoW to catch up to your friends, so you're not the only one.
Oh yeah, you can instantly buy a level like 60 character. Like you don't even have to level at all.
Yeah, so I mean, like it's
So maybe
that's
they're
You
doing
don't
that
gotta
to
go through the
compete?
internet anymore and buy it off some guy.
On some back page on
Dude,
eBay.
people sell Fortnite accounts now because of I'm sorry, this is a little off topic.
Because of old.
Because of the skins, yeah. Like
characters,
if you have a Travis Scott skin on your Fortnite account, people will fucking buy it off of you now for a lot of money.
I would have bought the Rose skin back.
But
in the
that
day
I
if
get.
could've.
I just don't understand. Is this
In
like?
my opinion, it's pay to win. Like anything you can buy that gives you an advantage over other people, like you level faster. In my opinion, that's pay to win.
Is
That's
it
what people are
PvE
mad
or
about.
PvP. I don't even know what the game
It's
is.
PVE.
It's mostly
So-
PVE. I
So
think.
you
No, I don't
don't.
think there's any
so
PvP.
well,
Really?
obviously you got to level up to get better, but you're only playing against the computer, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't really matter if it's just PVE.
Mm.
You're just paying. Like you could play single player games and buy stuff in stores that let you do better and beat
I
the
mean,
game
if
easier.
it's
so,
not making, if I'm not playing against you and it's not making me better
Like
than
zombies.
you, then it doesn't matter, right?
like zombies in Call of Duty, doesn't matter if you like some of the packs you buy in Call of Duty. You get special effects when you play zombies. So
Yeah, but they're still
Now it
cosmetic.
gets expensive.
yeah, but the effect. Oh, I guess it is.
They're all just cosmetic.
I thought it had toxic damage.
No,
or whatever.
I just bought a pack that has toxic dismemberment and zombies. Like,
Yeah,
But is it just
it
this
it does
dismemberment?
toxic. It's supposed to do toxic damage to the
Oh,
zombies.
Yeah,
I
'cause
was
some of
like,
them are
it was
like-
the
the way
dismemberment
the
thing.
language of the pack said it does toxic damage.
But the thing is,
Yeah, but
nobody
that
cares.
doesn't affect any because you're just
You're not playing against
fighting
each other.
zombies.
Yeah.
You're not fighting
yeah,
me with
oh,
it.
absolutely, yeah.
I
But
think
you're
people.
still doing better because of it.
But you're just playing against the computer. You're not hurting.
No, I don't
another
think.
person.
Listen. I don't think it. I
Like,
guess if you.
I'm not using it against you to ruin your gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
I think
against zombies.
by definition, calling this pay to win is correct. Yes, it is paying to win the game, to be better at the game. But it's not paying to be better than a guy you're trying to compete with on multiplayer.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's not too much of a deal, like you
Yeah.
said, because it's like against bots and not.
Yeah,
other
I'm not
people.
going into
I don't
Warzone
know, do what
hitting
you want.
with a bullet.
You know- do you
that's
remember
gonna
back
do
in the
extra
day-
damage than your bullet's gonna do to me.
Do you remember back in the day on Battlefield 3, they straight up were just selling packs that like let you finish out like your assault class,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
meta
Yeah,
class.
you just
Like you
complete
could,
that, yeah.
like you could be level
Yeah,
1
but-
and have the same things I worked for the
Yeah.
entire time
Yeah.
and fight me with them. I'm like that was fucked. That's
Yeah.
pay to win.
Yeah.
They don't do that
because now
anymore.
you're ruining
They
somebody else's experience
Oh,
just because you put
Dude,
money into it.
my uncle tried to get on Battlefield with me and play, and he's like, he kept getting killed. We were in lower rank lobbies because of him and stuff. He kept getting killed by all these guys. He's like, I don't even have this unlocked. I'm like, yeah, they're buying the $10 pack to get
Yeah.
it unlocked. He goes, what's the point of playing the game?
That was
Yeah.
the
Just
big
ruined the
thing
entire
with what
concept of the
Star
game.
Wars. It was pay to win.
Yeah, pay to win packs initially, and then they
Yeah.
made it cosmetic
because
only.
everyone hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now the other question is this just like a last ditch cash grab? Because, like you
I
guys
think so.
said, Avengers kind of sucked. Nobody really liked it. It wasn't well received.
Their sales
They took
are-
a bath on the sales.
Yeah, their sales are down.
Dude,
Like they
they-
got bad reputation. They're just doing it just to get as much money as they can.
They fucked up because they tried to put all of the characters in and they tried to scale them together. You can't have Black Widow and Thor in the same game and then
Yeah, I
have
think I
Thor,
heard
you know
it.
what I mean? Like that's
Well,
what killed that game.
I thought that in the movies, but they
Thor-
balanced it.
Thor
That's
they
that's a
weren't fighting
movie that
each
you're
other.
watching.
They
Yeah.
weren't fighting each
Thor's
other.
character in that game is the clunkiest. Iron Man and Thor are the two clunkiest pieces of shit. They're not fun to
Yeah,
use
they're
in
not
Avengers.
fun at all.
You
And
throw
you
Thor's
fly,
hammer.
You can only go as high as the ceiling.
You throw
can't go that
you
high.
throw Thor's hammer, and then you have to press another button to bring it back, which is like okay, yeah, if you want to like leave your hammer there for a second or something. But like if you forget about it, it'll just stay in that spot, and then you gotta wait for it to come and shit. And it's like, but it's not as cool as you think it is. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll stand here and he'll do the pose and I'll wait for it. It's like. It comes back, but like it might hit something, might get stuck somewhere else, or it's just dumb. It was
Yeah,
all.
it
I remember
didn't work
playing
well.
it, and I was like, "This is so boring."
Wait, his hammer runs through everything.
No,
Not in the game.
No,
In real life.
no, not in the game.
Oh, in real life, his hammer goes through everything.
It does. It goes through walls and everything. And like,
And finishing up this week, I wanted to talk about the two big games that were released. We had Far Cry 6, which I liked. We got the impression video up, so check that out. And Metroid Dread,
fuck
which
is
you
Wait, I
never
wanted
even
to go
heard.
back to Thor's hammer. You know why it doesn't break it? Because it's not going back to him. So it's just set. So when it's coming
Yeah,
back
but when
to
he
him, it's
throws
forced-
the hammer through a wall,
Yeah, he-
why is it stopping on that second wall? It's just because Thor didn't throw it hard enough?
Yeah.
It never stops on the wall.
Listen, if you want to know about Thor's hammer, you ask Thor. He knows. My man got the answers.
If you love him so much, why don't you just marry him?
But I would.
Bringing it back to
You
middle
think?
school.
But it breaks everything because it's forced to come back to his hand.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, anyway.
Thor sucks.
You guys don't even know about Metroid Dread. Did you see anything about it?
Yeah,
Are
I've
you
watched a
interested?
couple
love Thor. I love Thor. I'm just
No,
like-
you can't
I don't have a Switch anymore, so.
So, yeah,
I was gonna say
you got
you're
rid
a
of
nice
that.
Thor.
Captain
and
America's the best.
Okay, cut this. Someone. So that when I
You know why?
wait,
You know
wait.
why Captain America's the best? He's already sick and he can wield the hammer too. Like he's already cool.
he struggles though. Do you see when he catches?
Doesn't matter.
It's
He's
a
a
heavy
fucking
hammer.
man.
No.
It's all he's
not
just a
heavy.
man with some
the
serum.
The hammer is not
Some
heavy.
serum.
You just have to be able to will it.
It wasn't Team Thor and Team Cap.
Hey,
Did you see when he?
It was
catches
Team Iron Man
Thor's-
versus Team Cap because they matter.
Because Thor was missing in space
Yeah,
somewhere.
what the fuck was he doing? He was off fucking around.
Getting
was-
fat. He was
because-
off getting fat.
He was trying to bone Captain
Because
Marvel.
if it was Team Thor and Team Hulk, there would be no point in anyone else in
Yeah,
that
that's
fight.
All right, listen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then pop question of the week. We want to know.
Metroid Dread sounds stupid too.
Did we already skip that topic?
We went through
We
it.
talked about it for a minute. You just kept talking about
I
Thor.
said pause it.
Yeah, but Metroid Dread sounds dumb. That's all.
Well, all they did, they brought back the
It's
classic.
not Metroid Prime, so I don't care. So.
I
Yeah,
never
you're
played
right.
any Metroid games 'cause
They
they
tried to
look
bring back that classic, like Super Nintendo look and feel.
Samus was a girl.
It's a 2D side
Yeah,
scroller.
that blew my mind.
He didn't even play the old one.
No, but Samus.
Samus?
Samus.
Samus?
How many spoons you had
It's
over
like
there?
Thomas, but with an S.
I thought it
Matt.
was called Samus.
It's Samus.
All right, and pop question of the week. What is your favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
Tiramisu.
Sorry.
The
Tiramisu.
Italian.
Cheesecake. 1000% cheesecake.
You don't have a favorite
I
dessert?
don't really eat desserts.
I think Ann's
Shut up.
chocolate
You eat
cake. huh?
dessert.
No,
Something, ice
I
cream?
only like certain chocolate
Yeah,
cakes.
but I don't
So what's
really-
your favorite
I don't
dessert?
have
If there's
a
one
favorite,
dessert
I don't
you could
prefer
have.
anything.
I don't
I'd
really
rather
have
just
like
eat
a
more dinner than
preference.
dessert.
Yeah, I'd rather have something salty. Is like potato chips a dessert?
I guess if that's what you want as your dessert,
More like
yeah.
junk food. But
Yeah, I
But
feel
like
like
a-
it doesn't
you get-
really. Well, I want salt usually.
Cheesecake is.
I
would
have
like
to-
a waffle.
I have to say my
Yeah.
favorite's cheesecake also.
Here's why. There's so many.
Cheesecake would
We
be
just
good.
had Cheesecake
There's so
Factory
many
last week.
variables
It's
you can
so
add
good.
to cheesecake and make it. The Cheesecake
I
Factory.
had the
has how many flavors?
Cinnabon
I
and I had
hate-
the apple caramel.
I hate the texture of cheesecake.
It's so good though.
What?
And then
It
hey,
feels like
hey,
it's
then you get that
baby
crunch.
food.
That's
You
my
get
favorite
that
part.
crunch at the end.
so
Oh,
good.
I know that's the best.
My mom makes ridiculously good cheesecake. That's all. Every year for my birthday, she's like, "What do you want? Just give me a cheesecake." That's what make me a cheesecake. That's all I want.
All right, and we have one more shout out for your buddy.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna call you live, Walter, on camera.
That was creepy how you looked into the camera.
You gotta give it that creep look once in a while. Just let them know you're still there.
Creep.
Dickbag better answer.
Hello.
Hey, fuck you.
That was for you, Walter. Live on camera. All right, that's going to do it for Popcast episode 4. Be sure to check out the other videos. We got Far Cry 6 impressions. We got some new gameplay from Season 6 Warzone. What else did we put up? We did the Battle Pass walkthrough.
I didn't even get it. I didn't get to
We
say
got all
that,
kind of
New World's
stuff.
the most
We got-
addicting
we
game
got-
of all time.
Yeah, we'll
You
get to
just
New
said
World
it.
next
Oh, is he
week.
cool?
New World next week. There's Walter. Suck it, Walt. No. Fran's still mad at you.